to Another View. I am your host, Amarachi AGK. I am super excited, guys. It's the maiden edition of Another View. Ooh. Another View is a platform where we share our personal experiences as new immigrants living in Canada. We can all agree that the cultural differences is not something to actually push by. There are lots of things that are so different from where I'm coming from. I and my co-hosts, we're all from Nigeria. I think one person moved from South Africa though. Yeah, so this is a platform where we tell it all. What you see is what you get. The things that happen in Canada, the things that we Africans, immigrants face in Canada and how to get by. I can for sure say we're not experts on these things, but we're going to be sharing our own experiences to help people. It's going to be informative, educating, and it's going to be fun all the way. Yes. Yes, it's going to be fun all the way. And I'm not alone in the studio today. I have my beautiful friends with me. I have Oge Anu, Tawa Dalawo, and the beautiful Folake Shababawo.
Hi,
welcome, ladies.
So Thank you, Mara, for having me. I mean, I'm so excited to be here today. And, you know, this show is going to put us out there and teach people that are not Nigerians our ways, our cultures, our slangs.
Tell
you
it.
know? So when I say how far to someone, I expect you to say, I do. Because that is how it is.
Well, I'm also very excited to be here. This is going to be amazing. I'm literally the only person here that is not a mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only person that's not a mother.
Honestly, enjoy it though.
Oh, no, very much. I'm enjoying this freedom. I have no child. I have no husband wondering where I am. No, I just live the way I am. And I'm looking forward to sharing my experiences, as little as they may be.
Yeah. I'm super excited to be here. We're giving you the backstage view of our culture.
Yes,
so if you've ever wondered why we do the things we do, stick around. We'll keep it real.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's the word. We're gonna keep it real. That's the promise, and it's going to be entertaining. That's the promise. It's going to be entertaining. On to today's session, ladies. Let's talk about our personal experiences as new immigrants in Canada. You know, when you got here, how you felt, and the rest of it. But first thing that comes to mind for me would be the weather.
Well, let me say this, right? Coming to Canada, I knew it was cold, but I said, I don't mind, I don't care. There are people in Canada that are not dead from the cold weather.
Really?
You know, come on.
No. So mine is, I just said, okay, you know, Victor's my husband. He said that, oh, it's really cold down there. I'm like, how cold can it get, guys?
Yeah,
like,
you can
how
die.
cold can it be? You know, the numbers are how cold, but
So for me,
it is real.
For me, I knew it was going to be cold, and I wasn't worried. Like, I was just ready, like, let's do this. Just like Oge says, people are living there. I mean, if people are surviving, I would definitely survive. But Matthew, my husband, was worried because even back home in 18-degree temperature, I get allergies and cold, so it was like, maybe it's going to be like living in the freezer. I said, yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, I think the word is freezer.
I used to be cold during South African winters, which is just like 20 degrees or something like that. And my father used to look at me when I was like, used to complain. He's like, you don't know what cold is. I used to think, oh, you're I wish he was over-exaggerating. I came here dead of winter.
Oh
From
my God.
Summer South Africa, I came here winter.
Wow.
I'm still not over the shock.
How did you get off the plane though?
Confused.
Were you dressed for it?
Oh my. I was dressed like a mad person. So wait, no. I had this long leather jacket, and then on top of that, I had this other like fuzzy jacket. I looked crazy. Honestly, people looked at me funny, and like I don't blame them. But I was kind of warm when I got out. So honestly,
we came in the summer, so it was a smooth transition. Like
I came in towards the end of summer, but it was still cold.
Even
for
besides
me.
the cold, though, the other part that gets to me is like the weather changes
I think that's a Saskatchewan thing.
You can start the day cold, and then in the afternoon you just yearning to just yank off a couple of layers and just to be free.
So
that's another thing.
Yeah.
I schooled in Sanya. I got to Canada in September, and it was cold.
Yes.
Right? So I came prepared. I had my jacket on.
Wow.
I have a friend that gave me a jacket. He's traveled abroad, so he gave me his jacket, and like, you're going to need it. So yeah, that helped me a lot.
Okay, but did anybody consider the travel time? How long it takes to travel from Nigeria?
Girl, I'm saying it. I did not care. I didn't care about the travel
I
time.
feel like you just wanted to leave.
I didn't care about the travel time. I was prepared. I had my sneakers on. I made sure that I was comfortable. And this is because I've been to the airport and I saw a friend off, and they were coming to Canada, and I saw someone putting on a high heel. I'm like, girl, do you know where you're going to? Do you think you're going to survive in that heel? So I made a conscious effort to make sure that I was comfortable.
Like,
me too. What are you guys comparing? You came from Nigeria. I came from South Africa. I'm further south.
It was so long.
Yeah.
It was a long travel. I remember, like, a colleague of mine said to me sometime, like, I showed her something that we have in Nigeria. She was like, can you go to Nigeria and get it and be back?
That is
no. Anytime I remember that, I just laugh, like, and be back. Like,
you know where Nigeria is?
No, there is no and be back.
It was the longest journey I'd ever taken to, and then traveling with 2 kids. And
I can imagine.
It wasn't funny at all, but the kids enjoyed it though. That long hours, no bedtime. They could watch movies and play games for as long as they want. But after a while, I think it got really, they started feeling lethargic, especially my younger daughter. So we'd go to the bathroom and just walk up and down. She'd make friends with the hostesses and everything. But all in all, it was fun. And then don't get me started on the luggage. No. it was crazy. I mean, I was literally trying to fit decades of life into boxes, and it was just crazy.
I traveled light. If I had known, I would have come with foodstuff because I thought I was going to, get some Nigerian foodstuff here. But
did you travel light or Nigerian lights?
No, I traveled light.
There's a difference, yes.
There's a difference.
I traveled light because I knew I was going to get here and do some shopping. So, all things are passed away. So I left all my clothes.
Some old things never passed away.
Was it a love at first sight for you when you got to Canada?
Oh, it wasn't like, Dubai, when
Any
you go to Dubai and everything. But when I got to Canada, I got to Toronto late at night, and my school, they were kind enough to send the driver to pick us up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I know.
That's
and he stopped, and it was a 3-hour drive from Toronto to Sarnia, so he got us, donuts and coffee. I was so hungry. Like, I want to eat jollof rice. I want to eat rice. That was what was on my mind all through. I want to eat something solid. I was so hungry, but it wasn't, the next day, it wasn't, okay, let me go do some sightseeing here. Let me go take some pictures. It wasn't like that. Maybe because it was cold and I wasn't interested in, doing a lot of sightseeing and all that. So, yeah.
But you came to love the place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Canada. I love
beautiful.
Canada.
So, I had been told Regina is a small city, so I wasn't really expecting anything big, coming from Lagos and the hustle and bustle. I just wanted a calm and peaceful environment. So I was expecting a very, small town. And then we get off of the airport and there's this huge road network. I'm like, this is no small city. This is beautiful. Yeah. And then before I could say, what's going on? We're home. I'm like, we're home. I'm used to airports are usually like on the outskirts and serious traffic,
very far
people
away.
Arriving and departing. So that was a good thing for me. Like I'm having a dream here. Like,
if you live in Lagos, you would understand why she's shocked.
Yeah.
Because Lagos, you could be in traffic for 2 hours, 3 hours.
That's Toronto, right? So that's what happens down there in Toronto. Like you have to literally take bus because driving is like
I know
it's stressful. Tawa, how was it for you? Was it first?
I mean, for me, it was literally going because I came from South Africa and I come from Nigeria and I lived in a very small town. Everybody knew my father's name, and therefore everybody knew me. So I came from a place that was very small, and then I arrived in Ottawa. I didn't arrive here.
Okay.
So for me, it was very, oh, look, there's skyscrapers and stuff. Like, there are big buildings here. This is amazing. This is so cool, but it's so cold I can't go outside and enjoy it. So for me, it was kind of like, I love this, but I also hate this because I can't enjoy this.
Yeah.
And then we came here, which is like a lot smaller, but you know, it's nice, family place.
I don't know, but I had a very different picture in my head when I got, you know, Lagos is very beautiful, right? So I had a picture very better than Lagos. So when we got to Regina, I just looked at Victor, and honestly, I said to Victor, like, are we there yet? That was, you know, this was my word to him, like, are we there yet? Or we don't want to stay here, and then tomorrow, you know, we'll continue our journey to Canada, like. And he was like, this is the house you rented. But you know what? I came to love the quiet and serenity of Regina. You know, I feel it's really, really family oriented. Like you stay, the peace, the quiet. You can actually go from one place to the other in a very short time.
We came in summer and the kids would go out and ride bikes. Yeah, that was beautiful. My kids had their bike at home, but they hardly ride it because nobody has the time to take you anywhere, and the compound was really small. There was no space to ride around, so that was a really, really, really lovely thing. And then I like the way, you know, families get together, go to the park and have fun. That's really good.
Yeah, so what were your hopes and expectations of moving to Canada? In a nutshell, why Canada? And, you know, those hopes and expectations, how's that going? How far? I'm talking generally now.
Dream, 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 hustle, 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 money, money, money.
Yeah,
you know, my expectation was, okay, I'm going to come here, crush my dream. I remember talking to one of my friends that we traveled with, and we said we were going to set up an entertainment, you know, company. And let me tell you, it's not been easy. You know, I came here and I realized that it's not that easy.
Yeah.
The struggle is still there, just like back home.
Yes.
And that hit me really fast.
Yes.
And then money do not grow on trees.
Can I cut you there? Have you guys realized, like, you don't see a penny on the floor here.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria, you could pick, you know, money here and there. You even have to tell your kids, don't pick money from the ground. But I have never seen a penny here, so I think I agree with okay, money don't go on tree here at all.
And I think it's because the economy is largely or mostly cashless. So unlike back home where we're still very transactional.
That makes sense.
I've never actually seen a Nigerian card before. Now I think about it. I mean, I'm sure they exist. I've just never seen them. So that makes sense.
Thank you for staying with us. Now let's talk about, you know, that very thing that made you realize that you made the right decision to move to Canada.
Okay, this is very easy for me. So South Africa. I'm Nigerian, but I was raised in South Africa. South Africa is a beautiful country, and also let's not forget to mention it's warm all year round.
Yeah.
I love you, Canada, but oh my goodness. But like the crime rate is. It is bad.
Yeah. Okay.
It is bad. It's so hard to feel safe in that country. It is really difficult. We, in our house alone, broken into at least 3 times.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yes, several. Our house was broken into several times. So many things were stolen. It's scary. It's actually very terrifying.
Oh, that's really tough.
It's never happened here, which is just, it's so calming. The security is great. I don't know. It's nice little bit of
peace.
Just peace. I feel like my parents don't have to worry. I mean, I walk home and it's like I literally open the door because I forget my keys all the time.
You drive home late too here.
I drive home late.
Yeah, some classes are late in the evenings.
And of course, I know that's not like always the case, but like in comparison, it's just safer here.
Oh, okay.
I feel you on that tower. Like when we came, I remember telling my husband, like, the fences are so low. You know, your fences are usually
very high
as the house itself. So that I feel you on that one. And so for me, it's the quality time with the family. So back home, my husband and I were very, 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 very busy. And when I say busy, like 5:30 a.m., we're out of the house, and sometimes we're not back until 10:30, 11.
Whoa.
And sometimes you even have to, you know, because of traffic.
What time do you get to see the kids?
So they're sleeping when we're leaving, and then when we come back, they're still sleeping. So coming here, that time of bonding. I remember my husband took the kids to the park, and then they came back, and my daughter was like, "Mommy, Daddy is really sugar daddy now." They rarely have that time with him. He's always on the phone. There's always pressure somewhere. You know, everybody just calling. Something is down in the office. So it's that quality time. When we were coming, my husband didn't resign. He was just going to come get us settled and then go back. But experiencing the peace, he resigned from here. He didn't actually go back. So the money was there. Like we were making good money.
So
and
it wasn't about
money, but you know, that quality of life, that sanity. Like you're just.
I think that's the story for so many Nigerians. It wasn't the money. Yeah,
true, right?
It wasn't the most of us were actually very comfortable, even more than comfortable.
Oh, very
much.
I would say that I enjoyed the structured system. You know, everything has a certain way that it's done. You know, there is repercussions if you're bad, if you like, you know,
the law.
There's a law, exactly. Yeah. You know, so it gave me peace of mind, knowing that I have a system that is going to look out for me. If I'm being oppressed or intimidated, I don't have to. You know, I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about anyone. So I love the structured system here in Canada.
I mean, you don't have to know anybody. Like when we came,
tell me about
registrations were online. Like back,
Yes.
you know, I'm used to a system where you want to go somewhere and then you're calling a friend. Do you know anybody?
Yeah.
You know someone that can help you with that.
That's a very good point. Okay, but I think that despite all we've said, there are things that actually give you guys shockers. Like culture.
Big time.
Like the culture shock.
Currently, my sister can drive. She cannot drink, sure, but she can drive.
Whoa, how old is she?
She's 17.
Oh.
And she's been able to drive for a while, and I was there after she got her license. She drove me home. And in my mind, I'm like, they've made a big mistake. They've made a mistake. The amount of times I'm like, you stop sign. I'm like, you guys made a mistake. Why is it that? Because we can't drive until we're like, no, even learners like 18.
Yes.
Like at the very least.
Did you say 18? That's South Africa, right?
Yeah.
Guys, what do you think in Nigeria? You don't even say stuff like that.
But in Nigeria, there's no age limit. I have friends that started driving at 16 years.
Okay, you can imagine. So, but then, the thing is, how do you walk up to your dad to say, oh, I want to drive your expensive car? The first thing you're going to hear is, and then hit my fence down.
That is not going to happen.
So I think I agree with that culture shock where the kids have to be taught how to drive at the very early. Even in school, they get taught in school how to drive.
For me, they get graded on. My sister was like, I got this on my driving. I'm like, they're grading you on driving. Like, why?
So what was it for? What was the shock for you?
I would say the quick smile, you know, as a Nigerian, you know how we talk. You know, we love to greet. We love to chit-chat with people. So, but that quick smile, I got to understand that quick smile means, hey,
good
how
morning.
are you? How are you doing? Hope you're good. Okay, see you next time.
That's
Bye.
a lot for a smile.
Yeah. And it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's really quick. And it goes up pretty fast too. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, at first I was, are you smiling to me? Sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe it's not me. Maybe it's someone behind. Yeah. But actually it was me. And that was really different. And then I got to Nigeria, I got to Canada, and I was hungry my first night. So I went to Burger King, and I said, I want to have jollof rice and chicken. And the lady was like, this is our menu. I said, yeah, I don't see jollof rice there. I want jollof rice and
because
chicken.
you have jollof rice in Burger King in Nigeria or
Exactly,
KFC?
in KFC.
Yeah.
Oh so she said, no, we have just fries. I said, no, I want jollof rice. And it took me a moment to realize, okay, they may not be selling jollof rice here in Canada ever. So I just had to order fries and chicken. I'm going to say I didn't enjoy it because, I mean, in Nigeria, if you
Jollof
go to
rice.
Jollof rice is
That's
the
Nigerian
life.
signature. So to talk about the quick smile though, I think for me it wasn't a shocker. At first, okay, I have to be very honest, it was confusing to me. Like, I haven't said anything to you. Someone is just walking by and you're just smiling. I'm like, what? Smiling? Like, you know? But, you know, at some point, I started feeling welcomed. So I'll give you an example. The first night we got here, we went to a restaurant to eat. You know, it's normal for a waitress to say, hi, you know, and maybe pass by and still give you the smile. But for everywhere I turn, a Canadian family having dinner, I don't know them, they just give me that quick smile. At first, I told Victor, I'm like, what's going on? Like, why are they smiling? Yeah. You know, it felt weird, but after we left, it kind of gave me some sense of reception. I don't know if anybody felt that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It gave me a sense of like, oh, these guys, you know, they're like, oh, welcome. It was my first day, so it felt welcome. So when I say good morning to someone and they don't respond, I'm like, okay, they expect me to smile as opposed to saying good morning.
Yeah.
I tried learning how to do the smile, but up till today it's not working.
No, that's not for me.
I'd rather say good morning, guys. Like even when I go to work, I'm like, good morning, you know,
morning, everyone.
as
Yeah.
opposed to just, yeah. I think if it made me feel welcome.
There's also this work. It's a work culture thing. Like every little thing you do is appreciated. Like you get an email saying good job. So I'd call my friend and say, "Are they being sarcastic? Like, what did I do? I just hit this document. It's part of my job. Why are they telling me good job?"
Yeah.
And she just said, "No, that's it. They appreciate even the smallest things." Another thing for me was, you know how back home when you need to cross over on the road, it's like a marathon. You need to hold yourself well and really go for it. But here, I see people who just, walk in and then the
vehicles
driver,
wait for them.
The vehicles wait for you. When we came, I was still with that mindset. I was, just ready to juggle. I was not take it easy. They're gonna stop.
That was a shocker for my mom, because when she came visiting and, I told her, the cars are going to wait for you. We are the pedestrians. Oh, they're going to wait for you. Mom said, are you sure? My mom was trying to hurry. I said, Mom, the cars are waiting for you. She said, are you sure? Are you sure someone is not going to drive? I said, this is not Lagos. The cars everyone is waiting
about the
for you.
elderly people driving themselves here? How did you see that?
That was strange for me too, because back home, most elderly people would have drivers driving them around.
Yeah, even kids do have
like
drivers.
I even rarely drove back home.
You can imagine.
I still find that strange in my opinion. Like everybody has a driver.
Yes, everybody has a driver.
Yeah.
So the one everybody might sound like you're being generalizing, but what we're trying to say is most people. Like it's that bad that I can have a driver, Victor has his own driver, the kids have a designated driver that drives them, all 3 cars.
So you guys hire like 3 people for one family, basically.
Even 4.
That's how it is.
If the kids are going to 2 different directions for school.
So whatever you can outsource, you learn to outsource.
Yeah, you just outsource. Okay, let's talk about something that is very weird. Grocery shopping, ladies. Should I increase it or?
Okay, increase the volume. I will still argue that grocery shopping in Nigeria is so weird. It is so it is so strange.
It is.
Like,
it is.
And it's terrifying. Okay, it's scary.
What?
It's
Why?
scary.
Why?
No, when I went once with the market, I clung to my grandma is this old frail woman, but I clung to her. Like she could save me from everything in the world.
How about the bargaining part of it?
I'm a wimp. I can't bargain.
I was born and raised in Nigeria, and till I left, I never got that bargaining part. Like half the time, I'm feeling bad that I'm being, mean to these people, and the rest of the time, I'm wondering, have I bargained enough? Do I need to do more? So every time I go back home feeling sometimes I cheated on someone or they cheated me. So.
You see?
I don't like it at all.
It should not be that
So you like the one-stop shop
I love
here?
the malls here. The fact that I can just walk in, hair-conditioned environment and just take my time shopping, and I can go with my kids. I wouldn't try that. I wouldn't try that.
Nigeria with your kids.
Oh God.
Yeah.
See, now that means it was cruel for my grandma to take me to that place. You see? You see?
How much of a child were you?
How old were you? Pretty young. I was in my early teens. Okay.
Oh, teens? You should start going to the market yourself.
But I was early teens. I had never ever been to one. It was terrifying. It was so.
I can imagine.
I thought I lost it for a moment.
Okay, how did you feel about it?
I like the fact that in Nigeria you have options, right? So I don't like this vegetable.
Girl,
it's not fresh. I can go to somewhere else. I can get it better.
Yes.
No, there are different options.
That's why I love farmers markets
I am
here.
spreading the money to different people.
Spreading the money.
Let's give the money one place.
I like the fact that I have different options. I want tomatoes. I have different people that I could scan around.
If you're not forthcoming, I buy from the next person.
I know, and I can bargain. You get so I like that. I like that.
Everybody's paying the same thing.
Exactly.
Like, it's not a survival of the fittest.
I could go $1 less, I could go just $1 less. It doesn't hurt. But I think I am in between. I like both for different reasons. So I do farmers markets, during summertime, and I'm okay with a one-stop shop where you have to buy everything you want from one store. But honestly, I miss having to bargain for meat.
I don't miss it. I don't miss it.
That's the one thing I love to bargain for. Meat, No, like when you go to the butcher or where, like an open market, you want to buy meat and someone is saying this is the amount. You're saying, if you're not forthcoming, I'm going to the next person. And the person be like, okay, bring your money.
That's even worse. And you know, if you're just stepping out of a car, that's even, it's already a problem because they're going to charge you double. And then you have to start, you know, cutting it into half. And
That's the problem too.
divide it into a quarter.
You have to dress appropriately when you're going to the market.
So I heard.
You need to make sure you're not
Nobody
looking
told me that.
flamboyant.
Because the price of things will go up based on your dressing in Nigeria.
And you need to tone down your English because you want them to see you as they are, as one of them.
Oh my God. Okay, let's talk about the difference in renting. Mortgage. And, you know,
For me, the
finances.
first thing was the washrooms in the house. Like, I was used to, you know, every room would have an ensuite bathroom.
Yeah.
And then here you get a 3-bedroom and it's just one washroom and one bath. That was strange for me. Like,
Yeah.
well, the first place we rented, it was a constant fight with my husband and the kids because I like my things just so in my washroom. So I had that luxury back at home. I could do whatever. I want and everything. So that was a real shocker for me.
Oh, yeah.
I think for me, I love renting, you know, here back home in Nigeria. It's so hard for a single girl to rent.
Tell it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
So,
Why?
You're right
so
about
if
that.
you have here, if you have your money, you're
I didn't know
working, you
about
have
that.
good credit, you could rent anywhere.
Yeah.
But back home in Nigeria, some landlords want you to rent only to married people.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I didn't experience that. Maybe I didn't live alone before I got married.
I have a lot of friends
So.
who experienced that. So the mindset is, as a young female single, you're still expected to stay with your parents.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
the
if you're
Nigerian
out of the
culture
house,
thing.
it means you're a loose kind of person, you know. So
So, but
that's
you know,
just
the shocker for me for renting, honestly, the biggest shocker for me for renting is the fact that you get to pay rent monthly here.
yeah, I know.
Yes.
Like back home,
So
we pay for 2 years in
when
advance.
Victor actually got the apartment we moved into when we came from Nigeria, when the landlord said, "Oh, this is the amount you're going to pay," oh, the Nigerian in me did the conversion in Nigeria. I'm like, "Oh my God,
I
this is
don't
so
do that.
cheap. This is super cheap." And then he said, "This is for 1 month." I'm like, "What do you mean 1 month?" So, like, but in Nigeria, you pay for rent 2 years
2 years
stretch.
advance.
Even I
Okay,
heard now
wait.
you can do 3 years. Like, you pay for it.
Okay, but that means you have to stay there for 3 years. What if you want to move or something happens? You have to move. Do you get your money back?
No.
I don't think so.
That's even a different story. Because once the money goes in, it rarely ever comes out.
Yeah, that's
But wait,
true.
can they kick you out if you maybe, like, I don't know, mess something up? How
They
does it work?
can.
Like, what's the
They can.
They
contract?
can. Honestly, Tawa, they can.
Your money, again, your money?
Well, I don't know how to help you. Okay, now that we're talking about renting homes, let's talk about how you felt about the heavy dependence on credit when you got here.
You know,
I know, like, for sure, it's not a Nigerian culture.
it's not a
At all.
Nigerian thing, you know, cashless economy, you know, but coming down here and seeing that you don't need to have cash to buy a house or anything like that, I think that helps you, you know, with your growth. You want to live in a certain place, you know, in a certain, you know, city.
So you liked it?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, no.
I like it.
It took a while for me to
It
adapt.
took a
though.
while. It
Like,
took
when
a long
let me say
while.
something really funny. I would literally put extra money in my credit card. It was that crazy. Like,
Tell
until
it.
my husband told me that if this credit card gets lost, the credit card company is not liable for the extra money you put on it. That's right. So I was using it like a normal debit card. So I was spending what I have in it. I wasn't using it as a credit card.
Yeah, it was strange.
Because, you know, you grow up back home and they'll tell you, you know, don't borrow.
Don't
because
borrow.
If,
We
you,
don't
if you don't
believe
have
in
money and you're not
loaning
holding
money from the
anyone,
bank.
you're rich.
If you
know.
own a house, it's your
Yeah.
house.
Okay,
You
one of
pay
you-
for it from the scratch. You build it with your money.
One of you needs to explain to me how Nigeria's economy works.
Oh, darling. Let me
I need a cash cost of some kind.
because let me explain this to you. So you live according to how much you have,
Yeah.
not what
Exactly.
you think.
You can get from
Not what you think you can afford. If you have $5, you live within $4. If
Yeah.
you're going to save anyway,
Yeah, that's
so
how we're brought
you
up,
don't
you
get
know,
a
you
car.
save for the
you
rainy
don't
day.
you don't get a car when you don't have money to pay 100% for the car. You don't get a house, not to say the banks don't give loans for businesses, no, but it's not our culture. It's not something, if you want to start a business, work hard, get your money, start it, no matter how big it is, get it going. So it felt weird when I heard, like, for you to get a house here, you need down payment, and then, you know, the bank. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And I want to buy stuff from the store, I need a credit card. You wouldn't have to borrow. You know, I feel like they actually tell you to get into debt to be able to get more debts. Like, so you have to have a credit history to be able to get more debts, like more money to get into debt. So I'm like, no, this is not going to work for me. But girl, it's so sweet.
I remember the first meeting I had
Yes,
with my,
I like it right now.
Oh, you like it now?
Yes.
Why did you change your mind?
So the thing is, basic amenities should be affordable for everybody.
Everyone, exactly.
Okay.
It shouldn't be based on
How much you have.
yeah, somehow there are things that should, you know, go round. So that, like you said, the security we're talking about, this could actually be the reason why it's safe. I'm just saying.
Good for you.
Okay, that being said, let's go on a quick break. I know this is very interesting. Please stay with us.